Okay, this is the final video for this project. You're going to be putting everything together. This will pretty much be your process shot where you're going to kind of show all of your patches made. They either have a running stitch or a whip stitch. I've done some decorative stitching through the middle of that piece. These ones I just sewed together. I sewed one piece of paper on top of the other, so they're actually like joined. So you could do something like that. If you want to use your papers and make a design on the patches with paper and then sew over that, that's also an option too. This one has a whip stitch around the edge and also a running stitch through the middle. So this will be kind of what you do for your process. And you take a photo of kind of like your patches that you have before you make your arrangement on your board. And you only need the one process photo. You don't need to have a process photo for every patch. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take the board that says paper quilt on it and you're going to glue down all of your patches, being careful that anything that's kind of like a mess on the back is tucked in on the back and you won't see that on the front of your work. Now the other thing is that you want your board, the white part of your board, to be completely covered. If that's not going to happen because of the patches that you made, or they're not exactly lined up where you'll still have white showing, you can take some of your plain paper. You should have scraps left over, and you could cover the board first and then lay the patches over that. So that's what I did here. My edge was going to not be covered up by my patches, so I put some paper down, and then I'll just overlap over that. And then you can just glue it, start gluing. So I'm just using a regular glue stick. You can glue over the threads so that the edges are glued down. And you can overlap your patches if you want to. All right, so you need between 8 and 10 sewn patches. If you want to do more than that, you are welcome to do so, but that's going to be like our minimum. So if you're doing 8, you'd have 4 whip stitch and 4 running stitch. If you're doing 9, you can do 5 and 4. And if you're doing 10, you'd have 5 and 5. And I just want to make sure that you see these like little hanging bits here. I just want to make sure that those are really tucked in and not showing. Once you glue this down, nothing will come undone if your sewing, didn't get finished, quite the way that you wanted it to be. Because once it's glued down, it's not going to go anywhere. Now, what I'd like to do is once everyone has their paper quilt done, I'm going to put all the work from one class together on a Jamboard. So this way everyone can see everyone's work and we can kind of start to display our work that we're doing in this class now that we're kind of working on more projects and less kind of like mini skill building. So those are overlapping. That's fine. So you can kind of see how mine is coming out. I'm going to put this one down at the bottom. And when you're taking your photograph, please crop your image, right? You just need to show me the paper quilt. I don't need to see your desk. I don't need to see your bedspread. I don't need to see your carpet. And I'm going to put this one right here. So if you got supplies from me, the only thing that you kind of have to provide for yourself is a glue stick and scissors. Okay, and that's my finished paper quilt. I will post an image of this along with the assignment, and good luck with creating your paper quilt.